Hihimayin ang mga plano ng gobyerno, mga usaping dapat alam ng bawat Pilipino.
Yung mga sinasabi ho ninyo, do you have such kind of training for these communicators in the areas?
Papasukin natin ang impormasyong dapat bukas para sa lahat.
Meron ho ba tayo mga early warning systems in place para sa gayon ay mas maging aware ho yung ating mga kababayan na at risk po sa mga natural hazards?
Ano ang pinakamaganda, pinakamalakas na depensa natin dito sa aggression ng China against us? Ano ang programa ng DOTR for the comfort and safety of the passengers? Di ba dapat siguro magkakaroon na rin tayo ng housing program for farmers o mayroon na tayo?
Mga issue may kabuluhan. Pag-usapan natin.
Sir, no, Palawan is and always will be Philippine territory. So no amount of historical distortion or wishful thinking can make that change otherwise.
Yung Universal Healthcare Law, pinasayan in 2019, February. Walang nagawa for 3 years. Pasado yung batas. Hallelujah tayo lahat. Uy, member na lahat ng Pilipino sa PhilHealth. Gaganda na ang kalusugan.
Dito lang sa Pag-usapan natin with Oscar Orbos. Tuwing Lunes at Huwebes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng gabi. PTV4 at Radyo Pilipinas at ang ating mga social media channels.
Ang programang ito ay natutuon po sa inyo. Galing po sa inyo at dahil sa inyo. Kaya kung anuman po ang dapat nating harapin na hamon, tayo po ay magsama-sama at pag-usapan po natin ito. Alam ho ninyo mga kaibigan, ang Universidad ng Pilipinas ay nagkakaroon tinatawag nating magandang kalagayan dahil sa ito po ay suportado ng buong populasyon ng Pilipinas. Universidad ng Pilipinas, ang gastos ho dito ay galing ho sa inyo, 100%. Ang tinatawag nilang motto from the start is honor and excellence. Ibig sabihin po, sa aking paningin, very simply, magkakaroon ka ng pagkadalubhasa, magkakaroon ka ng competence, magkakaroon ka kaalaman and wisdom, at ito isang honor, hindi lang sa iyo kung hindi sa bansa. Ang bansa kasi ang nagbigay ng pera para makapag-aral ka, at there has to be excellence. Kasi sayang naman mga kaibigan, kung itong gastos ng bansa ay hindi matatranslate, ika nga, sa competence and tinatawag natin excellence para sa bayan. Pero itong dalawa na ito ay kulang po. Kaya pagpasok ho itong bagong presidente, si President Jimenez, dinagdag niya ho doon sa honor, H, excellence, E, may S. Ano ho yun? Service. Kasi nga naman, para saan yung honor? Para saan yung excellence kung walang service? Kaya dito sa tingin ko mga kaibigan, magkakaroon ng magandang transformation ang universidad na magko-concentrate hindi na lang sa development, hindi na lang sa research, hindi na lang sa competence kung saan magagaling lahat sa academics, kung hindi, ito po ay gagamitin lahat para magserbisyo ngayon na sa ating mga kababayan. So ngayon ang UP, honor, excellence, and more important, serbisyo sa mamamayan.
Magandang gabi mga kababayan. Nagbabalik po tayo rito sa pag-usapan natin at kasama pa rin po natin ang 22nd President of the University of the Philippine System, Attorney Angelo Gigil Jimenez. Mr. President, you started out as a student leader back in the day. Ikaw rin ay isang campus paper editor. You were once part of the Philippine Collegian, naging labor attaché, and experienced labor lawyer ka before you became the President of the University of the Philippines. Ngayon, paano ikaw nahulma nitong mga karanasan mo ngayon na ikaw ay nag-govern ng National University na ating bansa?
I must admit that it surprised me myself. No, I never expected this particular path would lead to the UP presidency. I never even dreamed about it. I didn't plan for it. It just happened. That is an admission. But it's true that my sectoral experience, my student leadership, alam niyo, piniga ko lahat when I was a student. I was writing for the Collegian. I was one of its associate editors.
Nagteatro ka pa.
I was, student counselor, chairman of the student council, regent. I was the national president of the College of Editors Guild of the Philippines. You're right, I played soccer, nagteatro ako, I acted on theaters, on stage,
Yes.
I mean, even in movies, no?
Yeah.
Movies. Yung mga student movies, no? Yung mga, I remember 1985.
Thesis films.
Yeah, Metro Manila Short Film Festival, no? Kinuha ako, one of the beat actors lang naman. But I really engaged the university. But I think that as far as my framing of the challenge that I face right now is deeply informed by my experience as a labor markets professional. I'm a labor lawyer, particularly global labor markets. Isa lang tinitingnan ko din. I think we are living on borrowed time. As a labor markets guy, I look at fertility rates and labor force. We have a crisis in education and we are already starting to age. I heard Shell Habito, he was still saying that about 60% pa rin of the Philippines are still between 15 to 31. So we still have a very young population. If I remember correctly, 25 years pa rin ang ating median age. So we still have a young population, but we are also, our fertility rates are also going down, about 1.9 na yata per 2022 per PSA, no? But si Sec Bosa told me, bumababa na tayo sa 1.7. It means hindi na tayo replacement rate. But the reason I'm mentioning is this. Developing countries today are aging very fast.
Yes.
And we have a few more years. Now, with such, our greatest resource right now are our young people. Many countries in the developed West invade this resource. As a matter of fact, they want it. I mean, the top universities, many of our neighbors here, of our rich and national neighbors, want our PhD student. And so I am trying to come out with a strategy to maximize this particular need. We have this most important strategic resource, our own people. But they have to be trained. Because they will not be an asset unless they are highly educated and trained.
Yes.
But there is the danger, no, na nakakatakot yung survey ng before COVID, no, sa International Student Assessment na 10-year-olds, 17 countries were surveyed and then kulela tayo sa reading and comprehension. Second to the last tayo sa math and science. Dangerous yun. And there was a survey that came out later after COVID sa ASEAN. Well, kung hindi lang sinali ang Cambodia, huli na naman tayo. No? And nakakatakot yung isang nabasang survey na I listened to na ang best high school students natin are only as good as the average student of their cohort in Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Brunei. No? And even only as good as the worst performer in Singapore. Ngayon, kung ganun ang estudyante natin, delikado tayo. So what I'm just saying is that developing our manpower resources is an urgent need and we need to act now because no less than the Filipino national project is at stake. Kung hindi educated ang population mo these days, hindi magsusurvive ang bansa mo in a highly technological civilization and society. We can't survive, but as menials, as subordinates, we don't want that. No? We want to have a very strong growth. So a perspective ng UP ngayon is 100 years. No less. Ang sabi ko nga when I met our research groups last night, we have a very strong research community here. And I said them, the vision is this, to develop the critical scientific mind in the University of the Philippines and orient them towards solving real lived problems of our people. And in the process, preserve the Filipino national project for the next 100 years. Naglagay kang 100 years, no? Beyond 100 years, problema na ng ibang presidente.
Yes, definitely.
But tatlo yun, no? Develop the scientific critical mind. But kasama na rin yung arts, no? Yung STEAM,
Of
no?
course.
Science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics.
Mathematics.
Kasali palagi yun because ang GE is basically as essential part of Tatak UP education,
Yes.
no? The critical minds. But yun ang role, no? And then second, we must address existing social problems using our UP education, science, engineering, the arts. And then in solving those problems, we strengthen our country to at least survive for another 100 years. No? Of course, we want to survive forever, but wala pa namang bansa siguro na nag-survive forever. You know, nations are invented concepts. They can disappear. The Roman Empire lasted only 400 years. No? I mean, although there are some countries who claim 2,000 years, 3,000 years, no? But not in the concept of a nation state. No? Nation states are invented concepts. They're relatively new in terms of human history. But yun ang goal natin. We will start to age seriously in 20 years. If at that time, our educational system is still the way it is today, there is no future for this country. You know? Sabi ko nga palagi ganito, we have to act in the university because my challenge to our scientific community is this. Sino pa ba ang maaasahan ng ating bansa ngayon? Maghanap nga kayo ng ibang institusyon na pwedeng mag-direct on their own. With this depth of our academic and scientific expertise, wala nang mas malawak at mas malalim kaysa UP. And I'm not flattering UP. It's just the way it was designed no, as the national university. And therefore, ours is the moral obligation to really organize ourselves and accept this challenge. Two challenges, solve the problems, the lead problems of the Filipino people, and preserve the Filipino national project, at least for 100 years. 100 years is an arbitrary concept. Kasi si Rizal kasi meron siyang the Philippines 100 years.
Yes.
So hindi totoong short-term thinking ng Pilipino. Si Rizal wrote about it. No? So it's a general challenge. Kasi right now, I'm especially focusing on research and innovation. Kasi this is, I think, where we should really catch up very fast. Sabi ko nga, what are your favorites? Sabi ko, I'm looking at omics, no? Genomics of plant, animal, human genomics, including, of course, down to the single-cell organisms. No? These are very good for the country kasi ang animal genomics is for addressing our food needs sa plant and animal genomics. And then, of course, yung genomics for health as well. No?
Yes.
The other one is nuclear science and engineering. We need to have that. I'm already asking for development of a nuclear engineering program in UP. Because nuclear, natatakot ang mga tao because nuclear is iniisip bomba ka agad. Hindi
sasabog, ganyan.
Ang iniisip energy ka agad, although isa yun. No? But nuclear science is used in plant breeding. It's used in health, in curing cancer even, no? Mga radiation yan. So these are nuclear science. Malawak yun, no? So we have to be part of it. Besides, nuclear energy is clean energy. Ang problema lang is safety. I believe that scientists can solve that scientific problem. It's going to be an engineering problem that can... I'm a believer in science. No? So, and then, of course, the other one is AI. Yan, napakahalaga because of our broad. Kaya ang AI, spread natin yun eh. We're scaling. No, 20 years na yung AI project. We have around 30 PhD students and our PhD in AI today with 20 fully trained professors with PhD as well teaching AI. That's the strongest in the country. And we're scaling it rapidly. No? This year, nagsimula na yung Master of Engineering in AI no? Sa Cebu.
We have in Cebu.
Next year, hopefully Mindanao na yan. That's my instruction. I hope they can we can do that. No? But instruction. And then ang dami nag-enroll. Bukod pa sa data science, sa PhD data science natin, na meron ding mga professional courses ngayon. Kasi data science and AI are different, but they are very, very related. No? So that's our attack. So we want to AI because AI has already successfully embedded itself in every aspects of our human life. No?
Yeah.
It is a necessary thing. The other one is, my wish list talaga is semiconductors. No? Alam mo yung graphics processing unit is going to be the arbiter of growth in an information society.
Of course.
No? Kasi we're talking about compute power. No? If somehow there will be an external shock and we are deprived of GPUs or at least high-performing computer chips, I don't think we can continue to run our country. No? Babagsak yan. Alam mo, kahit washing machine may well, hindi man siguro GPU, CPU yan, may computer chips yan. No, pero lower level, hindi yun pang AI. No, so, it's already part of us. And then the other one is, and then of course, spacefaring. Spacefaring, outer space, hindi yan gano'n ka-strange. Spacefaring, our cell phones are spacefaring. Monitoring agriculture is spacefaring. Kala lang natin space, outer space. Hindi. No, GPS, we all have. If you have a smartphone, that's part of spacefaring industry or space industry. And we're designing our own satellites.
Yeah.
No? May capacity na tayo to
So,
do that
President,
here.
in line with this, you created the Office of the Vice President for Digital Transformation as well.
Yes, iba yun. No? Ang digital transformation is to use digital technology
Yeah, paano
processes
sila
and
nagsasalubong?
applications to improve our systems.
Yes.
And kasi automation as well as freeing our human resource from repetitive jobs. No?
Yes.
And
Na
so
nagpapatagal ng processes.
Yes, also to enhance their humanity. Opposite yun eh. Using technology to enhance humanity, not to be dictated by humanity. Kaya nga ang pinahead natin doon is a philosophy teacher.
Yeah, he's a philosopher, si
kasi
VP Peter
it must be a learner-centered digital transformation because it's also dangerous, no? Because we are very conscious that the primacy of the human being pa rin, ano? So we look at AI as tools, no? And we decide how to use them, and we're not used by them. So ganun lang. Anyway, na-mention ko kanina yung mga technologies na yan, they're not exclusive. Ano favorite ko lang i-mention yun? Simply because these are the technologies that can help us develop other technologies that are very advanced and precise. So we need a technological base for our country to survive the coming competition of the highly technical information and creative industry, our economy of the future. So we need to be able to master this craft.
Alam ho ninyo mga kaibigan, ang ating Pangulo ngayon dito sa University of the Philippines, no? Ay first, number 22 na siya. 22 na ang naging Pangulo dito sa Universidad ng Pilipinas since 1908. Pero siya po ay ang unang presidente ng UP galing sa Mindanao. At siya din po ang unang university representing a minor group. No, minority group, that should be the term, no? Na maganda ho dahil madami ho tayo dito sa Pilipinas. We are more than 75 cultural groups in this country, and that is a very important kind of representation. Nasabi ko ho ito mga kaibigan dahil habang tayo po ay tumatahak sa mga bagong tinatawag nating paghamon. Ito po, good governance is a challenge. Kailangan ho ang gobyerno, a mere creation of the people, ay dapat magserbisyo sa ating mga kababayan. Serbisyo in what sense? Wow! Ibigay niya dapat yung pangangailangan ng ating mga kababayan. One is housing. Number 2 is education. Number 3 is healthcare. Number 4, alam ho ninyo, yung tinatawag nating retirement and pension. Ito po ay nakikita natin na pangangailangan ng ating mga kababayan whoever, wherever, whatever they are. At maswerte ho tayo dahil ang presidente ngayon ng UP ay someone who has taken care of many peoples from overseas. Sa tingin ko po, ito po ang bagong Pilipinas. Madaming paghamon, madaming pangangailangan. Now, how are we going to provide for all of this? These are matters of right of our people. Kaya ang hamon sa UP, ang hamon kay President Jimenez is how to respond properly and timely dito po dahil yan po ang papel ng isang universidad. Ang universidad po ay hindi para magkaroon lang ng honor and excellence yung mga mag-aaral kung hindi sila din po ay magsiservisyo sa buong bayan kung saan ang bayan mismo ang nagbigay ng pondo para ito ay maging isang universidad.
Pasko na naman, isang masayang panahon para sa ating mga Pilipino.
Pero gaya ng lagi naming paalala, kahit ngayong Pasko, maging alerto sa peligro.
Siguruhing non-toxic at ligtas ang mga regalong ibibigay.
Ingatan ang mga gamit kapag pupunta sa matataong lugar.
Huwag i-overload ang mga electric outlet para iwas sunog at bumili lang ng mga decor na may ICC o Product Safety Mark.
Drink moderately. Huwag magmaneho ng lasing.
I-check din ang sasakyan bago bumiyahe at huwag kalimutan ang safety gear gaya ng helmet at seatbelt.
At syempre, laging ihanda ang mga number na pwedeng tawagan kapag may emergency.
Salubungin natin ang Pasko at Bagong Taon
Ng ligtas at puno ng pag-asa. Maligayang Pasko po mula sa inyong People's Television.
Mahiya naman kayo sa inyong kapwa Pilipino.
Wala po natira sa bahay namin.
mula sa gumong pader ay matagumpay nilang nakuha ang isang katawan.
Ideklara naman ng state of calamity ang provincial government ng Southern Leyte.
Sanibuwersa ang pamahalaan para tulungan ang mga biktima ng sakuna.
Walang gutom program kasama na ang 20 pesos na bigas.
I hold no grudges. I hold no ill feelings.
Napatahan ang dalawang barko ng China.
We will reaffirm our commitment to fostering our long-standing alliances as an instrument of peace.
Disaster Watch. Mga paalala habang lumilindol. Kapag lumilindol, mag-duck, cover, and hold. Maging mahinahon at humanap ng matibay na bagay na magsisilbing panangga sa posibleng pagbagsak ng debris. Magtago at protektahan ang sarili. Kumapit ng mahigpit at hintayin matapos ang pagyanig. Lumayo sa mga salamin at bintana. Kapag nasa labas ng tahanan o gusali, umiwas sa mga poste, puno, at mga landslide-prone areas. Kung nasa sasakyan, huminto at tumabi sa isang ligtas na lugar. Sa panahon ng sakuna, dapat laging listo.
At your service, Pilipinas, ako po si Dr. Albert Domingo ng Department of Health. Samahan niyo kami para sa isang bagong Pilipinas ngayon dito lang sa PTV.
President, during our discussion, you've mentioned also a very important subject. Nabanggit mo yung arts and
The
culture.
arts, yeah.
That's one of the first things na ginawa mo, bumuo ng Presidential Committee on Culture and the Arts back in 2023. So bakit ito naging thrust mo rin as the UP President?
No, it's based on my understanding and my enjoyment of my GE, I mean, in college. And I thought that our GE, especially in the arts and literature, gave me the intellectual capital of a lifetime. And I saw it personally, how it helped me survive many challenges. And it's true, I can cite many instances, but I think I have shared them. But ito lang, people have heard of the idea that there's nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come. I don't agree with that. Until this idea is accepted, absorbed, and internalized, they will never result in anything in our world now. What I'm saying is, it's not ideas that move, it's people that move.
Yes.
Until these ideas resonate in the hearts and minds of people and they gain emotive content, that is when it can start to change the world. So, it is hearts that change the world. And when I say heart, I'm talking about the sensitive aspect of the soul. And then the other thing is, that's my philosophical perorations. But the other thing really is that I think the use of the arts is good for communicating ideas.
Yes.
I look at the job of the Resilience Institute, and they use arts. Andun yung fine arts sa kanila to communicate to the people using symbols. Humans are very symbolic people, no? And artistic symbols that can resonate and holds power to move people because they accept it as visual symbols. So art is medium of communication, and it's a very, very good medium of communication. That's on that level. So second, I wanted to push for STEAM in UP or engineering and science, but I thought of, and this is my third concept, I thought that art will be the glue that can hold us together.
Yes.
And when I was a regent, I really pushed for the creation of the UP Symphony Orchestra in 2018, I think. And then the first thing I did was creation of Culture and Arts Committee, and then many others resulted from that, including yung Tanghalang Tertulia, that just won the Aliw Awards last night, no?
Yeah.
We didn't set up the Tanghal Tertulia to win awards. It was intended to honor our national artists, and that's another part, no? I mean, the creative people. Imagine 80 of the national artists in Philippine history, 44 came from UP. So I thought they were, there's GB Abad, Rio Alma, Ramon Santos, Fides Cuyugan, Ryan Cayabyab, and Ricky Lee. No?
Yeah.
And there's another one, the Tercero, no? Dalawang iterations na yun, no? So I thought that the culture and the arts would be the glue that can keep us together.
Yeah.
And it is, I think, a kind of cavalry, no? That when you struggle with ideas, there must be a permeating superstructure, the emotional element, and I want it to be permeated by art and culture. And also, arts and culture are powerful mobilizers of the human spirit. So you don't just develop materially. We also have to develop spiritually. So the entire concept of nations and peoples are spiritual concepts. And I'm not talking about spiritual as in religious, no, but they're talking about perhaps a secular version of the idea of a soul you can imagine. I'm trying to avoid that. No? Sabihin nila, religious.
Pero in line with that, sir, actually, para sa kalaman nating mga televiewers, we launched a series of musical activities for our students as well. Sa February 2026, magbabalik po iyon yung ating free choir lessons. Ngayon, sir, dinagdagan na natin ng piano kasi may pondo na tayo for additional keyboard para sa ating mga constituent universities, no? So sana maabangan yan ng ating UP students. Actually, sir, napag-usapan natin yung research and innovation, napag-usapan natin yung culture and the arts, and as we speak, championship game na ng UP tomorrow. No? So we are also focusing on athletics and sports development.
Yes. Yeah, totoo yan. Hindi lang naman arts din, no? I mean, you have to develop the total person, no? So you have to develop physically, socially, culturally, kasama na yung socially, and then spiritually as well. Now, it has to be a complete development. Ang sports naman is basically health yan eh. I imagine sports, tatlo yan eh, the pillar of sports. No? So I asked actually the Office of Sports Development to conceptualize a kind of program for elite and competitive sports, for amateur sports as we're in, and for sports for health and recreation, which is most of the people in elite sports. Nagtuturo na si Hedelin Diaz sa atin, Olympic gold medalist. No? So anyway, this is sports for all. Nag-request ko nga kung kaya, as soon as possible, magkaroon tayo ng sports participation rate to encourage people to know how many are engaged in sports. Pero makikita mo sa academic oval, daming joggers.
Yes.
No? But I really like that because health is always good public. It's a public good, no? It's a good public policy. But ang power ng sports din, there is something else, no? It enriches the community spirit, lalo na sa mga sports fest natin, especially yung men's basketball, no? I personally play football back in the day. No, but I can understand why the Filipino people are in love with the game. But these championship games have become informal alumni gatherings. Not just for UP, but for everyone else. And I thought that it helps build the community spirit. Very important, the community
And
spirit.
your UPMBT, Mr. President, may non-UP fans itong mga to.
Yes.
Community members.
They have. I saw somebody pushing yung kariton doon sa Morato, ng UP Fighting Maroon t-shirts. Sabi ko, anyway, sports is very important. Again, we engage in sports because of its intrinsic value. It's the most engaging activity. We engage in sport because of health. We engage in sport because it creates a very strong community spirit.
Yes.
But I would like physical activities, particularly the total sports, to be embedded in our academic training. It should be an essential part of the university experience, because developing the mind must go hand in hand, must come hand in hand with the development of the body. And that's a very complete, hindi mo mahiwala yun no? After all, the mind has to be hosted by a physical structure, no? And the creation of our body can affect how we think and what we think about. So, totally, it has to be integrated. Hindi pwedeng hiwalay.
Yeah. Mr. President, marami tayong natalakay, no, thus far, at marami pa tayong pag-uusapan sa pagbabalik po ng ating programa.
Mga kaibigan, gusto ko lang hong magpasalamat sa Anak TV program na kung saan nabigyan ho tayo very humbly, we accept, ng isang award that is Family Friendly and Child-Sensitive Award para sa ating programa Pag-usapan natin. At ngayong gabi din ho, mga kaibigan, ulitin ko, ang presentation natin is about UP. Hindi dahil gusto ko lang mabigyan ng tinatawag nating prominence ang UP, hindi po. It is important that we recognize the messaging that we need everywhere. Ang UP po ay galing sa gastos ng buong bansa. Kaya ang UP ay dapat magsilbi sa buong bansa. Ganon din po ang gobyerno. Ang gobyerno ay gastos ho ng ating mga kababayan. At dapat lang ang gobyerno ay magserbi sa ating bayan. Yan po ang aming New Year message sa ating mga kababayan. New Year, new challenges, new transformative changes for the country. Mabuhay ho at magandang gabi sa inyong lahat.
Tutukan ang mga solusyon at aksyon sa mga isyu ng bayan at programa ng pamahalaan para sa bagong Pilipinas. Kasama ang ating Presidential Advisor for Poverty Alleviation, Lani Gadon, live dito lang sa PTV. Balikan ang mga kwentong tagumpay na nag-iwan ng marka sa kasaysayan ng sports. Hatid ang natatanging memorabilia ng best of the best. Treasures of the Game. Dito lang sa PTV Sports. Sa kainitan ng araw, maging una ka sa balita. Angelique Lasso, Aljo Bendijo, Naomi Tiburcio, para sa Sentro Balita. Luisa Erispe, Clazel Pardilla, Kenneth Pasyente, at Mela Lesmoras para sa Sentro Balita Weekend. Sila ang inyong news team tuwing 1:00 ng hapon mula Lunes hanggang Linggo.
Pagdating sa balitaan, nasa sentro kami ng aksyon.
Sentro Balita, dito lang sa inyong PTV.
Nagbabalik po po tayo rito sa pag-usapan natin, Mr. President, Attorney Gigi Jimenez, my boss, no? Ang dami po nating natalakay and we really focused on the service aspect of the University of the Philippines. Aside from being honorable and excellent, ngayon ang kahingian lalo sa mga taga-UP at syempre para sa ating mga kababayan ay magserbisyo po talaga, no, sa ating mga kababayan. Ngayon, sir, hihinga na lang namin kayo ng inyong message po para sa ating mga televiewers.
Sa ating mga kababayan, no, alam ko, minsan tatamaan tayo ng mga sakuna, bagyo, lindol, andun pa yung mga man-made na tulad ng mga korupsyon. Minsan nakaka-discourage, minsan tingin natin madilim yung kinabukasan natin. Yun ang iwasan natin. Ang pinakamalaking kalaban natin dito ay yung mawalan ng pag-asa. As I said to many of our students, our enemy is despair. We must continue to hope and we must continue to act on those hope. Kaya nang sinabi ko sa UP at palagi kong sinasabi sa UP, ang inyong pamantasan ng Pilipinas, ang pamantasan ng bayan, I told them, kailangang maging dealers in hope tayo. Kasi it is hope that will keep us together and will make us move forward. So, gaya ng sinabi ko, anong tingin mo sa UP? Natatandaan ko tuloy yung aking Catholic education ng high school, yung Matthew, na kinukumpara ko sa ang UP as a shining city on top of a hill. And I'm addressing basically those who are from UP to let our light shine. And hopefully, magsusurvive tayo. We can conquer all these problems pag nakakaisa tayo. And ang pamantasan ng Pilipinas ay kaisa ninyo dyan. Kami po ay committed sa public service. We were created to serve the Filipino people. Gaya ng sinabi ng first UP President na si Moray Bartlett. Although we are created to become a world-class university, ang sabi niya, the University of the Philippines can serve the world best if it serves best the Filipino people.
Mga kababayan, maraming salamat po. Muli, the 22nd President of the University of the Philippine System, Attorney Angelo Gigi Jimenez. Magbabalik po ang ating programa.
Health Watch, alertong pangkalusugan. Mag-ingat sa rabies. Ang rabies ay isang mapanganib na viral infection na naisasalin sa tao sa pamamagitan ng kagat o kalmot ng isang infected na hayop. Kabilang sa sintomas nito, ang lagnat, sakit ng ulo at panghihina, pananakit, pamamaga at pamamanhid ng sugat. At kapag lumala, ay maaaring makaranas ng pagkairita, pagkalito, pagdedeliryo at halusinasyon, takot sa tubig at hangin, pananakit ng kalamnan at panginginig, at pagkaparalisa. Maaari namang malaman na may rabies ang isang hayop kapag ito ay nagbago ng ugali at naging agresibo at matatakotin, labis na naglalaway, nagkaroon ng takot sa tubig at liwanag, nanginginig at nahihirapang lumakad. Ito rin ay maaaring mamatay sa loob ng 10 araw matapos makitaan ng sintomas. Upang maiwasan ang rabies, pabakunahan ang mga alagang hayop taon-taon. Huwag silang hayaang gumala sa kalsada at iwasang lumapit o hawakan ng mga di kilalang hayop. Maaari rin kumuha ng pre-exposure anti-rabies vaccine ang mga individual na may mataas na posibilidad ng exposure gaya ng mga veterinarian at may-ari ng pet shop. Kapag nakalmot o nakagat ng hayop, hugasan agad ang sugat gamit ang tubig at sabon nang hindi bababa sa 10 minuto. Lagyan ito ng antiseptic solution at kumonsulta agad sa pinakamalapit na Animal Bite Treatment Center sa inyong lugar. Mahalaga rin kumpletuhin ang required doses ng anti-rabies vaccine at obserbahan ang hayop sa loob ng 2 linggo para sa mga sintomas. Tandaan, sa panahon ng sakit, dapat laging listo.
Babae, karapatan mo, alamin mo. GADWatch, the Magna Carta of Women.
It is a comprehensive women's human rights law na naglalayon na i-eliminate yung discrimination against women. It is a local translation of the United Nations Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women or UNCEDAW. Yung protection natin pagdating sa kalamidad, sa kahit na anong crisis situation. Pag-alis ng diskriminasyon pagdating sa education, scholarships and training. Pag-alis ng diskriminasyon pagdating sa employment, sa military, or police, and even other similar services. We have this special leave benefit for women na mag-undergo ng surgery on any gynecological disorder. Yung MCW natin pave the way sa pagpasa ng mas maraming women-related laws, setting the direction for the government kung ano dapat yung maging plano, activities, and programs para sa mga kababaihan. The government is mandated to allocate at least 5% of their national budget to women-related programs, plans, and activities. So, ang PCW agencies or the government agencies' national plans on gender and development as well as their achievements on this. Yung Global Gender Gap Index natin, yung specifically mini-measure niya kasi is the gender gap on education, health and survival, economic participation and opportunity, tsaka political empowerment. We are in the 25th place in 2024 Global Gender Gap Index. Maintaining and improving gender parity requires continuous policy reforms, even stronger representation of women in leadership or in political positions, and of course, targeted efforts to close yung remaining gaps.
Babae, karapatan mo, alamin mo. GADWatch.
Isa na namang matagumpay na taon para sa transportation sector ang 2025 nang masaksihan natin ang paglulunsad ng iba't ibang mahahalagang proyekto para mapabuti ang ating paglalakbay, lalo na sa mga paliparan. At sakto naman ngayong Kapaskuhan at sa pagdating ng bagong taon, wala na yatang mas mabuti pang regalo para sa mga turista at biyaherong pauwi sa kanilang tahanan ang pinakabagong facilities sa Ninoy Aquino International Airport.